I was Greensboro 4 were yours truly, Joe McNeil, David Richmond, Junior Blair, and Frank McCain. We all lived in the same dormitory. I think we were all very young. I was the youngest. I was 17. I reacted to the Jim Crow South with anger. I did not believe for 1 minute that I was a second-class citizen, that I was inferior in any way to whites, greens, whatever. I couldn't live the lie. We decided to take a stand. Let's go. Let's do it. So we purchased small items, sundry items, to establish the fact that we were customers. And then we sat down on a stool and asked for a cup of coffee. And the store manager told us that he wasn't going to serve us. The local establishment grossly underestimated our anger and the ability to hang in there. So when we were leaving the store, the Associated Press was there. And they said, "Hey, boys, what you gonna do?" We said, "Well, we're gonna come back. And we're gonna keep coming back until you decide to serve us." We started growing. First day 4, the second day, probably 16 or 20. It was organic. It's a mind of its own, kept growing. We decided that whatever actions we were going to take, they were going to be nonviolent. We remained nonviolent. On the third day, it started to get rough. At any time, we could have been carried out of that store in a pine box. We didn't want to be martyrs. We had to do what we needed to do.
I was a student at Fisk University in Nashville. February 1st, 1960, we heard that 4 young black men sat in at a lunch counter in Greensboro. We had our first sit-in in Nashville on February 13th. I'm really amused sometimes because people say, "Oh, you were so brave." And the truth is, I was afraid the whole time. But the choice was to do what was necessary to end segregation or to tolerate segregation. And that just was not acceptable.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on the Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Lunch counters, they were picketing the stores.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5.
We are all the way live.
Welcome to Hoodview Politics.
Hell yeah.
I'm Rabbit Jones.
I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother.
This week we get the politics brought to you from the Hood View. You know what I'm saying? Now, deep,
you get the
detailed dive.
Enough, right?
You know?
Show enough
detailed dive in that thing.
Detailed dive.
Sure.
You know, No, wasn't planning on coming on this late this evening, but with the events of the day, God damn,
That's
what
right.
happened went down this evening. We got to pull up on in there tonight. We gotta act like Grace Jones and pull up to the bumper, baby.
You best to believe that.
You
Everybody
know
don't know? Donald,
about it.
is it H or J?
J.
Donald
J.
J. Trump has been indicted.
Right.
Now, yep, this is not a recording. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
not a test.
And before
He has been indicted. That's what I said.
indicted, that means he been charged.
Yep.
He got some charges on his ass. He got some paperwork.
It's
You see what I'm saying? He got some paperwork on that
breaking
ass.
news.
Yes, he definitely got
Right
paperwork.
on. He got paperwork on that ass. You feel me?
Now, when we say indicted, we mean indicted. You mean,
Indicted.
yeah. Charges have been filed.
You mean
on
he
your
going to
ass.
court? He going in front of the man or the woman. You know what I'm saying? They gonna read him his rights. They gonna fingerprint him. They gonna take his mug shots. You know what I'm saying? He going into the inside of a jail cell. So
Ain't this ironic that he had a crowd screaming, "Lock her up! Lock her up!"
Lock her up.
3 years later, there's no indictments on her.
Hey though, but you know what? We gonna move a little further before that happens because right on. Because one of the reasons I did want to come on tonight, you know what I'm saying, is that that Hillary Clinton thing with the lock her up chance and all that up. That wasn't the first time. That wasn't the first time he did this. We got to go back and touch on the Central Park Five. And I want to touch on them for another reason too tonight, because they've been throwing a whole lot of racist shit around too. Talk about Alvin Bragg is racist. This is a racism shit that's going on with the charges on him. Come on, man, for real.
Anybody don't know, Braggs is the DEA. I mean DA.
He said the DEA. They might be coming for that ass next
in New York. That
you
filed these charges. He been getting death threats. Got the white powder substance thing. Got that in the mail. Where the hell did that be coming from?
I don't know, man. That's some new shit right there. That's some old new shit right there. They got white powder.
Let's say here,
white power.
Alvin Bragg's office has been investigating the former president in connection with his alleged role in the hush money payment scheme and cover-up of involved adult film star whore slut Stormy Daniels. It dates back to 2016 in the presidential election. Grand jury proceedings are secret, but the sources familiar with the case told CNN that the witnesses gave about 30 minutes of testimony before it voted to indict Trump.
His ass.
You hear that word I said? I said indict.
Put paperwork on.
The boy has been indicted.
Indicted. Light his ass up.
Now, I just had a conversation with Radical Real, right?
Yeah, no.
And it's just hard for me to understand where is he coming from, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, you want to bring up Hillary, and I know anybody listening right now is not a Democrat or one of those people like Real that say they not a Republican, but it just don't sound like it. You know what I'm saying?
Like my man, Diamond Book 45.
Yeah,
we ain't heard from him. I ain't heard from him in a long time.
Oh yeah, whenever there's a mass shooting, he definitely disappeared. ASAP.
We
want to talk to him because he's a gun owner,
right,
lawful gun owner. We want him involved in the conversation of the black culture and the guns out of the street.
You know what I'm saying?
We want that. We want that that person that so we can come to a conclusion.
Because I feel as though If you can't come out, if you ain't got the heart to come over here and shoot off your mouth, I don't think you got the heart to go out there and shoot off that pistol you keep bragging about. Now,
I don't
that's
get
how I'm
it.
calling you out. That's how I'm calling all these gun right advocates out, all these fake ass wild west, Kumo Diaz motherfuckers that want to run around here talking all this gun shit. And I don't think I'm putting it out there. If you ain't got the guts, if you ain't got the testicular fortitude to come on HVP and shoot off your mouth and state your case, I don't think you got the motherfucking guts or the testicular fortitude to shoot a motherfucker if you came to that.
Exactly. My thing is, gun owners and gun lovers, we want you in the debate because we want you to help us stop this shit.
Right.
You are the problem. Gun owners that's rightfully owning and shit, y'all the problem, bro.
Y'all big problem.
Y'all gotta help us get rid of this shit.
You know. And I'm sitting back, I'm catching up on the weekly news, and it's so much stuff out here about especially the thing that went down in Nashville that I'm seeing responsible people that got feelings, people that got empathy for these families and what they going through. They saying, look, something got to be done. But you got these dumbass politicians that's coming out and saying some of the most stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. And you got one jackass who said can't nothing be done about school shootings. Really, partner? Come on.
You see the video with the girl went into school?
Yeah. Dumb bitch shot the window out.
Hell yeah.
Something can be done. Get some of this stupid ass shit off the street that don't need to be on the streets. And how about that? I think that would be a good first step, to reinstate the assault weapons ban. We'll start there.
That'll help. But again, they're not gonna do nothing with that. And I was trying to get Radical Rail in the corner where tell the American people, tell black culture, who is stopping this shit. Don't keep muddying the waters with the they all doing it. They all doing it. No, don't do that.
Nah, you can't do that.
Hell no.
That's a cop out.
Fuck yeah.
That's a straight up cop out. And if you're gonna keep copping out like that, you're not part of the solution. You the problem.
Exactly. That's my point I'm trying to make all this time. That without y'all help, we ain't be able to accomplish nothing. Kids gonna keep getting killed because the gun owners are not helping.
Right. Now, this was something I sent out other day, and I couldn't find it the other night when we was on air, and it was a tweet from Anyone Want Chips, and it says, worth noting, Bill Clinton's assault weapons ban reduced mass shooting deaths by 43%. But, after George W. Bush and Republicans allowed the ban to expire, which I informed y'all of the other night, mass shooting deaths skyrocketed by 239%. How many people have to die before Republicans budge? Well, it is 239%. That means they more than double, tripled, or whatever you want to put out there. Come on.
My thing is, as a black culture, we have a problem with gun violence in our culture anyway, right? And when you see these mass shootings in white culture, it's just a flashpoint of what we going through on a daily basis, right? So when they see that, when they see that child getting shot in schools and all this stuff, that's something our kids are going through on a daily basis in the neighborhoods that you letting these guns flow through. It's the same thing.
Right. And then but see, the thing about it is, America's always been a gun culture. The one thing that's this country is always promoted was guns and the Wild West and cowboys and Indians and all that shit. And it was always about the gun. You know what I'm saying? It's always two things. What was it? The ballot and the bullet. That's what this country is. That's what they push in this country.
When I was coming up, it's cowboys and Indians type shit.
Yeah. And then when they talk about the ballot and the bullet, they want to take away your rights at the ballot, but they damn sure ain't trying to take away nothing that got to do with that bullet. anything that got to do with you exercising your right to vote and go to the ballot and get their dumb asses out of office, or they gonna cry every which way to deny you the right to vote, to make it harder for you to vote, you know, to gerrymander your districts and all this shit. They'll try all that. You know, that ain't off limit. But when it comes to you keeping these dumbass AR-15s and AK-47s and Uzis and UWAPs and all this old other shit, Tommy guns or whatever the fuck you want to keep on the street, you know, they got a problem with that.
Exactly. Now, here's Biden right here. So my thing is, it's not a whole lot Biden can do because all the bills he wants to stop it's not being introduced. It's not being passed. So when you ask him when these things happen, it's like he already telling y'all what he want to do with this shit. Like they won't let him do it. Like what else you want to keep saying? I don't really get it.
I have no idea. Josh Hawley believes they were. What do you say to that? Well, I probably don't then. Probably don't. No, I have no idea.
Yes, that is the hot topic fuzz.
Good God Almighty.
One thing we should do is start listening to Republicans on this channel right here. For real.
Yeah. It's a hard listen to, but it's something it's something that you really need to listen to.
That's no bullshit because what's the name the other day said he admitted. What's the main Hannity admitted that motherfucking Trump was lying. He knew Trump was lying the whole goddamn time.
He admitted it. The broad admitted it. Well, we already know who the head of Fox was, Roger Ailes or whatever his name is. He admitted it. He admitted it in court.
Yep.
All of them, even that little weasel. What's that little weasel? Tucker Carlson.
Everybody listen to Fox, y'all got to pay attention now. Even the people that's on everything y'all heard over the last year and a half, these niggas telling y'all they was lying.
See, I got something to say about that.
The shit is fucking crazy, bro.
And, you know, I ain't even got nothing to say about that. I got a question to ask about that.
They admitting they lied. So now y'all got to stop and think, hold up. This whole year and a half? Do I believe some of this shit now? You got to erase some of that bullshit out your mind now. They told y'all they lied. They told y'all they knew about. Trump was lying from day one.
This is the comment I want to make. See, they sit out here. First of all, they sit there in the back in a meeting room in a hall in a meeting room at a hotel or something, and they plotted to play y'all, to get y'all gassed up, to run out in the streets, tearing up shit, running up in the Capitol and all that other stuff. But what then they sit out there and admit to you, you know, we played y'all for fools. We knew your dumbasses was gonna believe it. We knew your dumbasses was gonna push this conspiracy theory about humping kids in a pizza parlor. We knew y'all was gonna push this conspiracy theory about stolen elections. We knew y'all was gonna do all of this.
But it's some black people that actually believe.
Yeah,
in the motherfucking. They got kids.
And the thing about it is, they sit there and told y'all what they thought about that. You think you're stupid. They think you're dumb. They think you fucked up in the head. And that y'all will believe anything they say.
Can you believe that somebody that was a senator and a wife to a president is setting up some shit in a piece of pop?
In a piece of
pop. I mean, it just don't even sound right, bro. Like,
right?
What? A ran down piece of joint somewhere in DC? Really? This shit is dumb.
Right. To hump some kids.
and then just stick kids in a why pizza joint? Where they going?
Right.
In the freezer?
What the fuck, y'all? What you lured the kids in there with some pizza? Hey, little Timmy,
Where you
you
gonna
want some?
hide them in the
You
freezer?
want
Where they
some
gonna
pizza?
be? In the
Right.
kitchen? The fuck?
What the hell?
That's why I say some of this shit is way on the top, so
And
dumb
you
that it's like,
believed it.
why? Why y'all believe that?
And see, it ain't.
Bro,
And the
I had
fact,
a nigga put out a list on me, huh? I'm like, bro, why you believe stupid shit like that? He pulls
Yeah,
out a
list.
list. It got Jay-Z, it got all these people in this joint, bro. I'm like, huh? You actually think Jay-Z? I don't know, bro. Would you actually think Jay-Z got kids away? Really though? It's shit. They literally believe this, bro. This is some shit. I don't know what to say about this one.
Look, man.
They believe it.
Look,
And then I told the nigga, he read off all 50 names, bro. And I said, you know something about this list? It's only Democrats. Why is that? That don't make any fucking sense. You done ran off 50 people. And you ain't noticed one thing about these people? They all Democrats.
That's just like the shit that's going on tonight. Going on tonight with this Trump shit. It's they racist. They coming at you, coming at a racist president. A racist president is claiming that somebody coming at him and indicting him on some shit he did. Nobody, because the black prosecutor is racist. Instead of you sitting back and thinking he ain't getting indicted because because the prosecutor racist. He indicted because he did this shit. You dumb fuck.
30 counts.
30.
What? 30 counts, my nigga. I can't wait for him to show his face after this now.
3 to the 0. 30 counts.
Now remember, everybody, this is something that went over y'all head. He used to fuck with a porn star, stripper, whore.
That's what happens.
He tried to pay the bitch off when he started running for president, so she won't say that. And he got his lawyer.
Wrong.
He got his lawyer to pay it and hide the money. And guess what? That's illegal.
But she didn't do nothing wrong. He was trying to hide it.
That's what I'm saying.
He should have went ahead and paid the bitch out of his pocket. You dumb fuck.
That's what I'm saying. He used the finances. I mean, the campaign finances to do that.
That's illegal. This up. But
and y'all be surprised how many niggas in jail for fucking with campaign finances, bro.
Oh,
y'all tripping? Y'all think he's going to jail with this
full
shit?
Of them.
Yeah, they don't play with the campaign finance shit, boy. I'm trying to tell you some real shit.
Then they got this shit that's going around this evening talking about the weaponization of the judicial system. Okay,
that's what Taylor Green was talking about. Yeah.
Taylor Green. I wrote this shit down. Glenn Youngkin, Asa Hutchinson, the motherfucker DeSantis. He was gonna come out tonight and just say, fuck y'all. If y'all trying to extradite him, we ain't going along with the extradition. We ain't gonna sign the extradition to take him to New York. This after the motherfucker already said he gonna turn himself in Tuesday at 1:45 or 2:45. One of them. It's 1 or 2:45.
He said exact time he coming on.
He got an exact time. They got him. Hey, this motherfucker got an appointment to go to jail.
That's funny as shit.
This motherfucker got a. Hey man, I didn't know that motherfucker was giving out appointments. But now, see if it was me. If it was me, and I'm telling you what I know, I can't tell y'all motherfuckers I'll be there Tuesday. And they talking about, hey man, hey Tony, hey, so brother, you got a warrant. I can't just holler, I got a warrant. Okay, look, I'm gonna come and turn myself in Tuesday at 2:45. Goddamn lie.
Up until then, man, don't bother me, bro. I'm doing shit.
Don't even fucking with me, man. I got shit to do this weekend. I got some shit I gotta iron out because I don't know how long I'm gonna be there. But I'll be there Tuesday at 2:45. No, that shit ain't happening. You know what's gonna happen? Motherfucker gonna knock on the motherfucking door. Hey, say, Mr. Soul Brother, okay, who is it? It's police. We coming to lock your ass up. Come out with your hands up. See, nah. Now, that's what gets me to something I wanted to bring up and see how you felt on this. Now you remember back when when the 5 black dudes in Central Park got accused of raping a lady and shit, and he took out that fucking op-ed in like 5 newspapers
Oh
talking
yeah,
about they
yeah,
should be forced to suffer when you
yeah.
kill, they should be executed for their crimes, they must serve as examples for their crimes, they must serve as examples so that others will think long and hard, they should suffer. And when it came down to it, it was another dude that did the shit, and they was found innocent.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, yeah, New York gave him 41 million, and he couldn't even apologize and say that he wrong. Even after that, they asked the motherfucker, okay, they was exonerated. Oh, well, they did something. They was in the park doing something. They mugged. They kept calling them muggers and shit. Now my thing is, I believe, and you get me right if I'm wrong, I'm sure you will. I think he should be treated and carried in the same fucking fashion that he carried them 5 young brothers who was in Central Park that didn't do nothing, and it was proven that they didn't do nothing. I think he should. I think he should get everything that he called to be put upon Hillary Clinton should be put upon him. When you have people all over the country chanting "lock her up," when it still hasn't been proven that she did anything. And I think he he is one who should get what his hand called for. What say you?
Nah, he gotta go to fucking jail, bro.
That's
I'm
what I'm
hoping.
saying. That's what he. Look. That's what he called for. These people to be locked up. These people to be executed. They should be forced to suffer. Now, if that's how he feel about innocent people, I think his guilty ass should get everything he was calling for them people to get. I think he should have they should have as much mercy on his pasty orange ass as he have on everybody else, as these rapists that come over here from Mexico, as all the people that he claimed gunning people down in the street that he had no fucking mercy on. He had no mercy. He had no compassion. Even when they was found innocent, he ain't even had the fucking decency to say, I was wrong. I think they should light his ass up to the fullest extent of the law and beyond.
They
You
gonna get
call
him on this, except for they keep trying to scare the DA.
yeah,
DA. But
right.
I think this is a new charge, if you ask me, because he keep threatening them by calling it and trying to tell people to threaten them. Like, what the fuck is that? They letting them get away with that shit, bro.
Right. Now, somebody like him, his sons, like I seen Don Jr. dumbass on TV tonight saying some stupid shit. He more racist than his fucking father. And he got a nerve to call somebody fucking racist. Ain't that a bitch? But at some point, witness intimidation and prosecutor intimidation, hey, somebody gonna have to somebody ass need to go to jail behind that shit.
Now he responded to the indictment.
President, who of course is running.
Oh yeah, he went off.
President releasing this statement today, saying in part, "quote I believe this witch hunt will backfire massively on Joe Biden."
Joe Biden?
Realize exactly.
What they got to do with Joe Biden, bro? What do you fucking Stormy Daniels have to do with Joe Biden, bro? What the fuck are you talking about?
This is where they coming from. And I'm being a little sarcastic here too. Man, Joe Biden is just wrong. Joe Biden was just wrong, man, for just getting in the office and getting shit straight, man, trying to get this economy straight, get this COVID-19 shit straight. And he been passing all these bills and shit. He was just wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? He was just wrong for just letting the prosecutors and the people in New York do their job, you know, without putting his thumb on the scale and indicting his jackass for all the shit he been doing. You know, Joe Biden is just wrong. And you know, this shit is gonna backfire on him. You know what I'm saying?
ASAP.
You know what I'm saying?
Now
That's
we're
what
going.
I believe. Nah, I'm just being sarcastic.
We're going to listen to his remarks from
security and more. Let's listen in.
It's absolutely heartbreaking.
Oh, there you go.
And it's senseless. You know, those children should all be with us still. By the way, have a seat if you have one. They should still be with us. As a nation, this is not hyperbole. As a nation, we owe these families more than our prayers. We owe them action. You know, we have to do more to stop this gun violence, ripping communities apart, ripping apart the soul of this nation. Protect our children so they learn how to read and write instead of duck and cover in the classroom. You know, we need to act. These are weapons of war. I'm a Second Amendment guy. I have 2 shotguns. My sons have shotguns. You know, but our states, you know, everybody thinks somehow the Second Amendment is absolute. You're not allowed to go out and own an automatic weapon. You're not allowed to own a machine gun. You're not allowed to own a flamethrower. You're not allowed to own so many other things. Why in God's name do we allow these weapons of war in our streets and at our schools? According to law enforcement, the shooter in this horror had 2 assault weapons and a pistol. And what in God's name are we doing? These guns are the number. This is hard to believe. I never thought when I started my public life that guns would be the #1 killer of children in America. Guns, #1. It's sick. And overwhelmingly, a majority of gun owners agree. We have to do something. Not just everybody, the gun owners agree.
Thank you. The main problem is the gun owners.
Last year, we came together to pass the most significant gun safety legislation in 30 years. It was bipartisan. We got it.
Real.
And don't tell me we can't do more together. So I again call on Congress to pass the assault weapons ban. Pass it. This should not be a partisan issue. It's a common sense issue. We have to act now. People say, why do I keep saying this if they're not happening? Because I want you to know who isn't doing it.
Exactly.
Who isn't helping.
Thank you. Let me stop him right there.
You know, I know you.
Yeah, pause.
Bruh, right there is the key point. Is you need to know who is holding this up, who's stopping this. That is key point right there. I need to let you know what I want to do and who's stopping this.
Right.
It's just that simple, bro. Like, you cannot allow the Republican Party to get away with not voting to get these guns out to stop this violence in school and shit, bro.
Look at him.
You can't let them keep getting away with it.
You can't. And this is my point. Or this is the way I feel. We got an election coming up next year. And people need to get out and people need to mobilize. Because if you look, it's on the gun owners, and it's on the gun owners too that feel this way, that feel that there should be sensible, just common sense gun laws, that some shit shouldn't be on the streets. As the president said, that feel that weapons of war should not be on the streets. So if we have an election coming up and people need to mobilize and you need to vote these fucking dumbass people out who's holding it back. That's the way you're going to take away the power from the NRA. And it's the way you're going to stop these dumb, radical ass, far right, ignorant ass politicians. We need to get out there just like when Roe v. Wade was overturned and people took to the streets. You need to take to the streets over this fucking gun violence. And that's the only way it's going to happen.
That's true. You got to do something about this shit. They on right now, that's why the debate starts and always ends, because people think that if you have a debate about guns, they always think it's one place to go and it's 2 spots to stand in. When we need everybody to work together to get rid of this. We don't want no kids shot in school, bro. Like if you somebody in the gun debate, you can't get in the corner and be like, "This is my corner. Y'all do whatever." It's like, nah, we want to work together. We want to stop it, right? We don't want to wake up and 16 kids been killed in school. Like, come the fuck on. A kid coloring in class and somebody just kicked the door open. Like, think about that for a minute, bro.
Yeah. Look, first
and
of
why
all,
would a motherfucker? I still don't understand why niggas do that. You go to the most vulnerable people on earth and start shooting.
Because you's a bitch.
This shit is the craziest shit.
Because you's a bitch. You's a coward.
Like, what would a kid even be able to do with you, even if you didn't have a gun?
If you just went in there to slap the shit out of one of them kids,
yeah.
One of them, you know what? You know, the kid could really do nothing.
What would be the gun for?
When you going after 9, 6-year-olds and shit like that,
I would never
you can't.
understand.
Come on, man. That shit is ridiculous.
It turned out that the bitch, the man, whoever the fuck this was going to school. He used to go to the school.
Yeah, it's a bitch that want to be a man.
But I think he's going for revenge on the counselors and whatever the fuck was in there. It's like, that's the dumbest shit, man. You got a whole bunch of kids that had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. Just
wasn't even born when you was in this bitch.
Because your life fucked up.
You gonna come in and shoot them? Like, what is that?
Because your life is twisted and fucked up.
Now again,
you don't know which direction you want to go.
Again, like, you can't make a bill that would stop a motherfucking crazy ass nigga from shooting somebody, right?
No, you can't.
But you can make a bill that would eliminate the assault weapons in the streets, get rid of those, where one day in America where it'd be none in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You can do that.
But
like, to do nothing is just stupid.
Look, when Bill Clinton, and we just discussed this early, 43% drop in mass shootings. That's damn near half. That's damn near in half. And by the time, let me see, 43, then so it was almost 4 times as many shootings when Bush and the Republicans let the fucking what is double, like 2.5 times, whatever the fuck, let the assault weapons ban expired. But don't nobody, then you have a jackass that comes out and says, well, there's nothing we can do about school shootings. That's bullshit.
It doesn't make sense to keep saying that. We understand mental health is one issue. Take care of that too. One thing about other motherfuckers is like, do that too then. Like, okay, and get ban assault weapons. Like, don't just do one fucking thing. Do everything. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, see, these motherfuckers don't even want to take the first step so they can get to the next step. Okay, we could all agree, and I believe it's so that we can all agree that it's some shit that does not need to be in the hands of motherfuckers on the streets. And that's AK-47s, AR-15s, semi-automatic guns, fully automatic guns should not be on the motherfucking streets. We can motherfucking come to a motherfucking agreement on what is the amount of ammo or amount of weapon, what type of weapons you need to protect your person, to protect your house, protect your business, protect your family, protect your property. I think you could all agree that, come on.
I don't know, man, but in a way, I get that. But then my flip side to that is, then you making it where guns is a thing. Like when motherfucker be like, all right, you can use this for your protection. If you go to another country, there's no guns at all. You see what I'm saying? What are they using that for their protection then? They still the same shit as we are. You don't have to use a gun is the point.
But see, but you still at a point.
Why it have to be a gun? America made guns since the Western and all that shit.
The problem with that is it's already baked into the culture. So and it's baked into the fabric of this country. So you're never going to get rid of it. So you know what I'm saying? And plus, even if you got a motherfucker, even if you got a gun for hunting, because that's how you get your food, you know, you can still put a shotgun shell in a motherfucker's ass. This is same way as you shoot a cow. So
I think you should be able to
It's always
trace.
gonna be guns.
You should be able to trace every gun in America. Like when somebody buy a gun, from that point on, the gun can be traced.
Yeah.
Period. That's some simple shit. You lock your gun up. You have to lock your gun up. If your gun is
If-
somewhere
if-
else, you're responsible, bro. Unless you called it in.
Look,
It's real simple.
one of
Shit
the
start
most
getting
simplest,
simpler.
one of the most simplest things is, look, if when you buy a gun, you register that gun. That gun is registered when you buy it.
Yeah.
So one of the most simplest things is you can say that every so often, even if you say every 18 months, every 2 years, you can go even every 5 years if you want to, and say you got to re-register that gun. So that means you got to keep track of that motherfucking gun, or if that motherfucking gun is gone, when it's time for you to re-register, you got some explaining to do, Lucy.
The re-register is real good. That's a good one.
That's one of the simplest things you can do. You can say you don't have to do it every year. You don't even have to do it every 2 years. You can say every 5 years, from the date you purchase that gun, you have to re-register. You have to re-register that gun. Just like you have to fucking re-register your fucking car every year or two.
I really think something got to be connected to where police and law enforcement has some track on it. I really think, like, let's say you go buy a gun, right? I really think from that point on, it should be able to be traced. Like, wherever it goes, it's somewhere somebody can trace it. Like, right now, you can go somewhere with your phone. Somebody, one day, if something happened, they can go back and trace everything you did that day by the phone being in your fucking pocket.
But they already talk about putting chips in guns.
So, to me, I think just like you do phones, you can trace people with the phones and all that shit, chase how many steps they took, all types of shit. You could put a track on the fucking guns where every time it moves, somebody knows it. You know what I'm saying? And you as an owner can't be in Louisiana and your shit in DC shooting kids, 16-year-old. It's just
But
that
some motherfucking genius ass hacker gonna find out how to get past it. That's one way. Just like they talk about biometrics. It's so many things, but the NRA.
Do you know the FBI right now? Like, if you was to go out right now and murder somebody, right? The FBI can track your phone and know how many steps you took.
Yep.
All day long for 24 hours. Where you went, everywhere you went by just your phone.
Oh yeah, not only your phone, your watches, all types of shit they can tap into.
Like,
anything you got that's got technology, a smartphone, a smartwatch.
Thank you. That should be on every gun made in America.
All that shit.
If you're a gun maker company, like whatever the fuck companies make guns, it should be a bill from 22. What year is this? 23 on. You can't make a gun that don't have that type of technology in it. Simple as that. That's the law. Another law is assault weapons are banned. So don't even make none of those manufacturers. You be wasting your fucking time because those banned, right?
No.
So you got a situation where nobody's actually making those guns because it's banned, and nobody's buying those guns because they banned.
But you're still going to make money off of them.
That's underground, though.
No, you're making money selling them to the military. So,
that's they should be.
So you
want to give all of them to the military? You want all the military to have all these motherfuckers?
You're gonna steal. They still making money, hand over fist. The money that they making on for real, the money that they making selling to the public ain't shit compared to what the money they making selling to the military and to law enforcement. The military and law enforcement money is trumps the money that they making off the motherfucking streets. But they sell it to the citizens.
They making money
crazy
from every citizen in America. For example, like you said, law enforcement, army. That's a section of America, right?
That's a section of everywhere because you.
But then they still are selling guns
worldwide.
They're still selling guns to the normal American. So that means just a normal Joe has a gun too, not just the army and the police. And the normal Joe is way more people than the army and police. So now you have a situation where the army and police get the guns, and you selling the guns to normal people where you got 350 million guns out here.
Yep.
That's crazy, bro. These niggas, whoever in the gun manufacturing, are paid. They one of the richest people in America. They got to be.
Why you think they the most powerful lobbyists in
Got to be,
America?
bro.
They the most powerful lobby.
Because you don't pull
in the
something
country.
off where you sell it to every single human on Earth. I mean, we're on Earth and in America. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
The army have to have it. Military have to have. Police have to have them. And you convince regular people they have to have them. Now you got everybody buying those joints, and that's tons of money, bro. That shit is crazy. Just thinking of that.
Right. And but see the money they making, you know what I'm saying? I think the military contracts and the money they making selling the militaries around the world, you know, the money they selling the motherfuckers on the street don't mean shit. But they don't want to leave. They don't want to lose that money.
But you gotta realize the niggas on the street, say you're saying 350 million guns. If some of those people got 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, you see what I'm saying?
True.
So some of those people got way more.
True.
I actually know some people though, bro.
But military
they got so many guns. I'll be looking at it like, bro. Then they always be excited when they get a new one.
But see,
like, bro,
this is the thing about the military. The military, motherfuckers on the street got guns. Military got caches of guns. They got guns they'll never even use. They got guns that like that shit they send overseas and they send over there to like Mogadishu and all them third world countries and all that shit. That's that shit they never even use and just had stockpile. The military constantly stockpile shit, especially when new shit come out. That's especially a country like United States. United States is never going to be behind on nothing that's new or no kind of new technology when it comes to the military. That's why the most powerful country, we the most powerful military on the earth. Never going to be behind. So when something new come out, and it's always something constantly coming out, they're going to get it, and they're going to pay billions and billions and billions of dollars to get it. So really, the manufacturers ain't never losing no money because they always got money coming in, steady money. But they're making so much money, as you said, when motherfuckers want 6 or 7 guns. What the fuck you need with 6, 7 AK-47s? Then you got these motherfucking militias up in the fucking woods. They another motherfucker set of motherfuckers that stockpiling shit. So it's a lot of money.
You got Republicans passing so many crazy bills out here, bro. We talking about bills where the school district can't teach fucking Black history in the joint. You got so many crazy things going on. It just starts.
That shit terrible right there. Them motherfuckers.
It's getting crazy. Like that, simple shit like that. I just think stuff like that should be nationwide where it's mandatory. You have to teach certain things. Mandatory. You got to teach Black history, bro. That's not even an option.
I heard somebody brought up a good point today, though. They say the motherfuckers out here that murdered and lynched and denied rights and did this and did that and the third. Now, you know, they did all of that back then, but they want to take all the motherfucking books out of school so their children won't know the foul shit that they did back in the day. Which is true. Which is kind of true too, because you not only, and this what people don't really think and really get it. They not really all the time trying to whitewash Black history, because you know when they was pushing Black history that you know we came from the jungle and all this other bullshit, that Tarzan shit they was pushing, that was okay. But now the fact that people is wised up to know what white people actually did, what you actually did, the laws you passed, the shit, the atrocities you fucking perpetrated, you don't want that out there no more. So you really not only trying to whitewash our history, you trying to whitewash your history also. And people need to think about that. They don't want, now they got it. They had a chance. A motherfucker like DeSantis in Florida, He don't want a motherfucker to know what his ancestors did. You know what I'm saying?
Man, to me, it's tough because most black parents just go over their head. They ain't knowing this going on. They ain't paying no attention to this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how people like
And
Sanchez
that's
get
fucked up
over.
though.
They get over because they sneak shit like this in. When most black people not even paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? And we got a
Because
whole culture of black children growing up where they not even learn our history.
because
Crazy.
how many times? Look, we celebrating our 1 year anniversary. And from the moment that we started this podcast, we got on this podcast every week, damn near, and tell people you think that you don't matter. You think that your vote don't matter. You think that your history don't matter. You think that everything about you don't matter, that you cannot make a change, which is a damn lie. Because if your history didn't matter, and if your history didn't affect your fucking future, why are they trying to erase it? If your vote doesn't matter, where you can affect change in this country for you, your family, and your children and your grandchildren, why the fuck are they trying to take it away? And when you get that in your fucking mind, you will understand what the fuck they're trying to do. They're trying to make you seem like you don't matter. Why are they trying to make you seem like you don't matter? Because once you wise up and figure out that your history means something and you need to pass that history down, because those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And until you get this in your mind, we are going to be, as a people, in the same fucking boat we've been in for the longest time. Now, somebody give me right.
Lotion. Second.
Somebody give me the right from wrong.
They don't get it. We're still looking for the contradictory debate.
That's
we need somebody on this joint to disagree.
Get me right if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You know, if all the white people want to keep their fucking guns, who the fuck is they at war against? They not at war against each other. They gotta keep your black ass in check.
No bullshit.
If they don't want you to get to the ballot box, why do you think it is such an uproar? And when one black man, not only it wasn't an uproar that he ran for president. When they figured out that he could win, when they thought Barack Obama can actually win and we can actually have a black man in the White House, that's when all the fucking racists came out. Everything that was undercover for so many years, it was all right. Yeah, you nigga, come on. Up until Barack Obama was in there, you didn't have no black senators.
I can still remember that motherfucker spitting on some of them black congressmen and shit.
Come on.
I remember that shit. That shit's crazy. Shit.
Come on. People, hey, we ain't trying to tell you who to vote for. We just trying to tell you to vote.
We just give you the fucking facts.
We just trying to give you some facts.
Look at you like, really? You'll vote for that?
Vote for that? Come on.
I do explain that? Really?
Hey, look, this is the part that killed me. They don't gerrymander white districts, they gerrymander black districts.
Oh, yeah.
But nobody see it. And they'll come right on the news and tell you that, hey, look, they fixing this shit, so you ain't gonna get shit in the end. And what you was getting, you ain't gonna get. Okay. Then they try a Jedi mind trick and say, well, they think that they doing it just in the black and brown communities, when it is more motherfucking white people on these social programs than the people in black and brown communities combined.
Oh,
don't believe me? Look it up.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, I'd admit I'm wrong, but I know I'm not wrong. So don't. All I'm saying is, don't fall for the okie doke
at all.
Just take 5-10 minutes of your time a day, a week, or whatever. Set some time during the week and look, read the newspaper. I mean, everything online. You can just Google it. What do you want to know? You know, stop Googling about what the fuck going on with Jay-Z, what the fuck going on with Tekashi 6ix9ine, what's going on with Jaguar Wright.
They get these conspiracy theories from. Lead them there too.
You believe a conspiracy theory in a fucking hot minute. But you got two brothers right here that come on here weekly and hey, we do it in our own way, but I know we do it in a way you understand. But you can understand what the fuck we saying. Don't fall for no motherfucker. Don't fall for no banana in the tailpipe.
We're gonna decipher anything you need deciphers on this.
Oh hell! Oh man! Sure. Hey, look, I was looking at MSNBC a little while ago. Hey, they was talking just like us. They was talking about we decipher the dog whistle here. You know, you hear that dog whistle talk. I'm like, God damn, y'all must have listened to us.
Yeah, you gotta point that out. Republicans ain't Fox News ain't gonna do that. We're gonna start going over motherfucking Sean Hannity's shows and start.
Yeah,
what the fuck going on that?
You know, he make my skin crawl, but you know, it's some shit that
critiquing that shit because most people watch them. Since people watch them, we're gonna start putting these niggas on and start seeing what they saying and blowing that shit out the water.
Blow that shit out the water. Boom.
ASAP. Man. We appreciate everybody, man, checking us out. We definitely be here every Tuesday.
Live. Oh yeah.
All
you know what?
For sure.
And for those who tonight we popped up on Twitter, so we like to thank y'all for tuning in, and those on Facebook and YouTube, our usual suspects, and you know those of y'all who out there hiding. Y'all out there hiding. You don't want to come on here and talk that talk. You know, you want to say what you say in private.
If you're a Republican, come on this joint too. If you're a skinhead, or Proud Boy, welcome.
I don't know about all that, man.
We want to talk. We want to have a discussion,
might be some shit. There might be some Geraldo shit. We get a skinhead on.
I ain't seen skinheads. They still out?
Yeah, they still out.
Oh,
they underground. Oh, you know what? I'm glad you said that because that's another thing we need to do because there's a lot of these fucking groups out here, you know, KKK included, skinheads, and all these Nazi motherfuckers. You know, they done went underground because you got motherfuckers like the Proud Boys and all them ignorant motherfuckers out here that call themselves jumping to the forefront. Yeah. So the other ones that really took a step back, and that that just make them fuckers more dangerous than ever.
Hell yeah! Check out that podcast. We did a podcast. We went over all the hate groups in all cities, mainly Maryland too. And we named a lot of them.
Yeah, Maryland got
names that you wouldn't think were racist. Right. So you gotta be careful out this motherfucker, bro. They out here, boy. But we here for that. We here to sniff it out for goddamn show.
Yeah, use that third eye. Better use that third eye.
Goddamn show. Tuesdays live.
Tuesday. We be back with you.
That's for goddamn show.
Oh, for goddamn show.
From the raw gutter politics.
Oh yeah.
You from the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man. Politics. You gotta love politics. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the hood, you can't decipher some things. That's why we here. I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? That back door open, front door open, windows open. Anybody that disagree with anything that's been said. You know what I'm saying?
Next week, I'm gonna take a whole wall out.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever's being said, whatever's being disagreed with, come holler at us, bro. Our point is to have the black debate, have the black culture decipher a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? And maneuver.
And you know what? Because I'm gonna start a new motherfucking segment on that joint. And I'm challenging y'all to get me right if I'm wrong.
You know?
That's
each and every Tuesday.
Each and every,
HVP.
Holla at me.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know. We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. Hood view.